You're listening to Big World Network.
Amazing Grace, Episode 6. Written by James Hellvig, read by Meagan Hedin. Demonis Alumno watches the multiple monitors as the world's news agencies scramble to cover the biggest story of the century. Every major city around the world has panicked people rushing to get out while their respective governments frenetically try to respond to the mounting pandemonium. The vivid images hold little interest for her. They are merely another task completed, a fuse just lit. They will all burn. Beauty's an illusion. They will see. Clutching the remotes to her chest, Demonis hugs herself tightly, rocking slowly back and forth, nude in the semi-lit room. Mother Steele and Anna are ordered into cuffs and marched down the hall to the waiting elevator. A beady-eyed man with patchy tufts of black hair stands to one side. The guards, obviously uncomfortable being near him, are huddled to the other side. Licking his lips when the two women enter the lift, he brazenly stares at each of them, nodding and mumbling to himself. Okay, yes, this will do nicely. Doors closing, Mother Steele positions herself between the creepy little man and Anna, saying sternly, "I would ask you to keep your comments to yourself." "Would you?" the man asks, eyes sparkling. Moving with surprising speed, he steps forward, viciously pinching Mother Steele under her right breast like a taunt and a promise of more obscene behavior should she challenge him again. Gasping, the startled nun stumbles back into Anna. Speaking conversationally, the sadistic little man's breath is rank with old tuna and brandy as he looms over them. "I can do a lot worse, you old bitch. I promise." Then, just as suddenly as he had attacked, the little man retreats to his corner once more as the elevator continues its descent. Helping Mother Steele regain her balance, Anna starts to hotly rebuke the rodent-looking man. "You little piece of Anna!" Mother Steele interrupts, shaking her head vigorously. The cold monster smiles thinly, rubbing his small hands together. Turning to face the youngster, Mother Steele blinks tears from her watering eyes, saying, "Not now, dear. We're in enough trouble." Looking into Mother Steele's eyes, Anna gulps and nods once, whispering, "Okay." The elevator comes to a stop, the doors opening into a darkened corridor. Nudging the pair out, the guards angle them towards the right-hand side. Humming happily, their balding tormentor speeds past them, turning on lights. 3 large rectangular rooms are visible on the left side. Large panels of glass give them glimpses of their function as they pass. Voice trembling slightly, Anna asks quietly, "What is this place?" A final light snaps on in the last room, revealing gleaming tables, surgical instruments, and a variety of straps and cables. Shuddering, Mother Steele replies grimly, "I think this is what he calls home." The short drive takes 3 times longer than usual, and Jorge's nerves are frayed by the time they approach the private parking garage. The streets are lined with expensive vehicles whose owners are hastily piling their belongings into them, preparing to flee the city. Tammy flexes her shoulders, loosening her muscles. The cuffs she's allowed Jorge to put on her are digging into her wrists. Pulling into the gated entrance, Jorge mumbles, "This is crazy. How am I supposed to help you now?" Blue eyes scanning her surroundings, Tammy shrugs, grunting in exasperation. "Just stay out of the way, idiot." Gritting his teeth, Jorge drives past the sliding security gate, quickly reaching the wide concrete ramp and angling the nose of his truck downwards. At the bottom, a team of security men wait, their weapons tracking the slowly moving vehicle. We're screwed. Kat watches the tracking monitor, willing it to clear. Communications with both command and civilian channels had cleared several minutes earlier, but the finer functions of satellite control have yet to be restored. Come on, damn it! She slams her fist out on the narrow table in the surveillance van. Suddenly, the computer screen bleeps and the city street overview brightens. A bright red dot springs into existence. Son of a bitch, I can't believe that worked. Park Avenue? Not even caring why the system was working, only that it did, Kat bellows to her subordinates. Bingo, we got a fix. Let's saddle up, people. The four-man detail professionally searched Tammy and Jorge, using both metal detectors and a thorough physical pat-down. Two men stand to the side, keeping their weapons aimed at Tammy's torso. Ignoring Jorge's complaints and questions, they escort the duo into a waiting elevator. It moves down silently, filled with the smell of stale sweat and urine. Nose wrinkling, Tammy comments, "One of you boys couldn't hold it to the bathroom?" The men remain silent, but Jorge's beginning to sweat profusely, and he glares at Tammy, hissing, "Shut up! We're not heading anyplace pleasant." Smirking, Tammy replies coldly, "That's the first thing you've gotten right all day." Kat's SATCOM buzzes and she answers sharply, "Go." Her intelligence officer replies hastily, "We've cracked the flower code, Commander. It's an address on Park Avenue. The number of species was the numbered address and the first letter of each specimen spelled out the street name. Pretty slick. I'm sending the coordinates." Kat interrupts him, cursing as the icon with Tammy's position winks out. Apologizing, she says, "Good work, Jed. Tammy's tracker just crapped out. She's either underground or the damn building is shielded. Thanks for the confirm. Rally the troops. I want eyes on target in 5 minutes. Send all of the building and tactical data to me and notify SOPCOM. Highest priority and lowest profile. Everyone keeps their heads down. The civvies are panicked enough." Acknowledging his orders, the commander breaks communications. "Hang on, boss. We're inbound. Let's not make New York the next wasteland." Demonis Illumno dresses slowly. Her guards have signaled Tammy's arrival. Finally. So close. We will make her pay, and then the world burns. She adjusts her eye patch and slips the remotes into her pockets before poking the building intercom button. Speaking throatily, she says, "The time is near. Full alert. Prepare to repel intruders and stand by escape routes." Switching off, Demonis giggles, saying into the empty room, "Fools." The computer monitors behind her tally the growing amounts of capital being funneled into accounts worldwide. The powerful weapons merchant barely registers the information, her emotions swirling with the burning desire for vengeance and the adrenaline rush of the coming confrontation. "Let us see if your god saves you now." Cackling gleefully, Demonis exits her suite, rushing downstairs. Blood trickles from the corner of Anna's split lip and seeps onto her chin. She and Mother Steel are trying, fruitlessly, to resist their captors in this chamber of horrors. An enormous mountain of a man has taken them from their armed escorts, motioning them to enter the room where a tiny man waits with a skeletal rictus. Exchanging a glance, Anna and Mother Steel attack. Anna skips backward, launching a full-bodied back kick into the large man's abdomen, while Mother Steel charges forward, aiming a vicious front kick at the motionless troll. Anna's kick lands solidly, jarring her to the core and throwing her off balance. The tattooed Somali man simply absorbs the impact, stepping through it and batting her off, exerting a tiny fraction of his strength. The hit is enough to slam Anna into the wall, stunning her and knocking the air from her lungs. Mother Steel fares better, her kick catching the startled little man in the chest. He is driven backwards, arms pinwheeling until he crashes onto his butt with a loud oof. Sliding down the wall, Anna can only watch as Mother Steel whirls around to face the giant. Without slowing, the man picks the elderly nun up like a child and, half turning, slams her down hard on the unyielding steel table. Mother Steel's head bounces and her eyes roll back, her body slumping into unconsciousness. Struggling to rise, Anna wails, "No!" A massive hand wraps around the back of her neck and jerks her to her feet, her toes barely touching the floor. She is roughly propelled through the door where she narrowly misses colliding with her red-faced torturer from the elevator. "Watch it, you oversized buffoon," he snaps at the Somali. Rubbing his chest, he rushes to the table, checking Mother Steel's pulse and muttering, "If you've damaged this old bat." Finding a pulse, he begins strapping the moaning woman to the table. Glaring over his shoulder at where Anna is now crumpled on the floor, he snarls, "And secure that little bitch, now."
This has been a presentation of Big World Network. Visit us on BigWorldNetwork.com for more free weekly series, or follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks for listening.
You're listening to Big World Network.